Hello everybody. This is Dawg. Today's story is called Outfoxed and Unbearable. Have you ever had the day when everything seemed to go wrong? Well, Fred Bloomer, a Canadian author and photographer, had a day like that one winter on the Arctic ice. He was planning on to photograph the Arctic fox, that mischievous little dog of the far north, and he had no trouble finding a group of them. The only things he had to worry about were the temperature and polar bears. You see, in the winter, the Arctic day is very short and extremely cold, and temperatures often drop down to 50 to 60 degrees below Fahrenheit. And any exposed skin gets frostbitten in a very short time. So Fred has dressed in his warmest parka and had covered his hands with heavy leather mittens. Now, the Arctic fox is an adorable little creature. It's about 2 foot long, and in the winter it has long and very thick snow-white fur. During the winter months, the fox's primary food consists of leftovers of polar bear kills. So when you find the foxes, a polar bear is often nearby. And the bear's keen sense of smell alerts it to the presence of an intruder. Fred had taken the mitten off his right hand and tucked it under his left arm in order to make one final adjustment on his camera. As he raised the camera, the mitten fell to the ice. In less time than it takes to tell about it, one of the foxes dashed in and made off with the mitten, probably thinking it was food. Realizing he couldn't catch the animal, Fred ignored the fox and pretended he didn't notice the animal. The fox buried the mitten in a snowbank and left it there. Fred arrived at the snowbank and was starting to bend over to retrieve the mitten when he suddenly became aware of another snow-white creature, this one huge, bearing down upon him seemingly out of nowhere. Fred reached the safety of his vehicle just in time to look back and see the bear dig up his mitten and swallow it whole. That was the end of Fred's day. Although he would not get his mitten back, he was at least safe from the bear. I guess you could say it was better that he got to see the bear and not have to photograph it from the inside. But that's the thing. You see, that's what Jesus is saying in today's text. We will have trouble, and we can't escape that in this simple world and everything. But we may not always get what we want. But in Jesus, we are safe from the bear. And the text is John 16:33, and it says, "In the world you will have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world." Just stop and think. Fred was very lucky that he didn't end up looking at the bear's teeth from the hard direction, didn't he? But, that's the thing. When you look at God's creatures, they're all cute until something goes wrong. Y'all have a blessed day.